Okay, so if you're not following me on Instagram, you don't know this happened, what I did. I dyed my hair red. I had previously dyed my hair golden, grey, purple, and all of these different things, which are all kind of failed experiments, but this one actually turned out really well. And I was gonna vlog it, but I was just like, I don't want to disappoint all of these people. Like, what if it's a fail again? So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it and not film it. And this is the one that turned out beautifully. All of the credits goes to Trisha because this time I didn't even touch it a little bit. This is all her, beautiful. Also, a little bit of my roots has started growing out, so it's like just a beautiful transition to a very fiery red, and I feel dangerous, confident, and happy. And that's why I'm making this video, because I have not posted in 3 weeks. I just wanted to explain the reasoning as to why I did not post. These videos don't really do very well, sit down videos, like venting videos, but I'm just a firm believer of the fact that if you are feeling something, there is a high chance that there are maybe 100, if not 1,000 or 1,000,000 people out there who are most likely feeling the same exact thing. I am blessed with this platform, and I would like to talk about the things that are happening to me. Nothing major, nothing to be worried about, just feeling like I am stuck. You could call it a rough patch, you could call it a blue, sad phase, but this is what's happening with me, and I'm ready to talk about it. So let's start. So last I remember going to Shimla for mine and Mishra's trip, coming back, editing that, putting up that travel vlog, which if you have not watched, please watch it. A lot of mehnat went into it. I'll link all of the videos I'm talking about in the description. But I posted that travel vlog. I did not have anything to post, so me and Trisha were just going to Taco Bell, and I just realized that, oh my god, I've never eaten it. So let's just film a food review of Taco Bell, and that is the video that I posted last. Since then, I haven't posted anything. After that Taco Bell video, I remember Diwali was, I think, in a few days, like 3 to 4 days. And I don't know if I'm the only weirdo out here, but festivals just make me really, really sad. I'm just usually a very chirpy, happy person, but there's just something about holidays and festivals that just make me really gloomy and just suck the whole energy and happiness and joy out of me, which is weird because no such traumatic event is related to the holidays or anything of that sort. I was actually thinking about this for the past 3 weeks. That's insanely all I've been doing. But I was just thinking, maybe because I don't have extended family here in Delhi, which is why I could be feeling gloomy during holidays, because you go to Instagram and then there's everybody posting Diwali photographs with their whole ass khandan, and that's a little bit sad, which is also the reason why I deleted Instagram for 2 days before and after Diwali. That actually did really, really help. But I just wasn't able to fully assure myself that yes, that is the reason why I feel sad around Diwali, because that's been the case for the past, I'd say 7 to 8 years. I've just been feeling really gloomy in and around holidays, be it Holi, Diwali, any other major holiday, New Year's. I don't know. I guess I just felt lonely. So Diwali I did not post, and I did not vlog Diwali, which if you have been following me for a while, Diwali vlogs are something that I just do not miss. But yeah, basically I was just really sad in Diwali, and I think Diwali was when my downward spiral kind of started happening. I just did not have the energy to get up and post. I'm not short of ideas, okay? I have a lot of ideas. Fortunately, thank God, I also have the budget to implement those ideas. But you know, sometimes you just need a will to come from within, that passion to come from within, which just seemed like it had completely died out. I felt extremely numb. I'm much better now, by the way. But at that point, I just felt really, really numb, which brings me to my next point. Often, we end up telling people not to feel sad because in our opinion, their life and the things that are happening in their life seem to be somewhat decent, and in some cases even good according to our perception. But at the end of the day, this is something that I've just recently realized, because before I used to very openly tell my friends, dude, why are you upset? Everything's just going for you and the universe is rooting for you, and just there's nothing according to me that seems to be wrong in your life. So why are you sad? Don't feel sad. But recently, like in these past 3 weeks, I realized that that was my opinion. According to me, their life seems okay. Like maybe whatever experiences I'm having are worse than what they are, or maybe I have less material possessions, for example, than them, or in some way or another, maybe they have more friends, maybe they're going on more vacation, maybe I have to work extra, or whatever. Like, we compare other people's life and our life, and we feel like, oh no, they're doing well. I don't know why you're sad. You shouldn't be sad. And a lot of times it's not us telling it to people or someone else telling it to us. A lot of times it's us telling it to ourselves, because that is something that I realized this time. Because as I just said, I was talking about how I have good equipment, thank God. I have a good budget to implement the ideas and all of that, but I did not have that will. So in my head, I just kept questioning myself that, Shalu, you have everything going for you. The universe is rooting for you, your friends are rooting for you, your family is so supportive of what you want to do, and this is finally like profitable, and I can show people that, yeah, I'm earning from this and all of that. And everything that I've ever dreamt of, say, if I was in this position last year, I would be on cloud 9. But now that I've already have all of these good things, why am I still sad? And I was just hell-bent on trying to pinpoint the reason or try to find out the reason or the source of my sadness, and I just could not. For the past 3 weeks, every single day, every waking moment, I've just been thinking about, why am I sad? Everything is going for me, and I'm just sad for no reason. But then, after that whole 3 weeks of sadness and guilt and all sorts of negative emotions, I've come to realize that some of us are just wired this way, okay? That's just how we think, and that's just how life is for some of us, and we need to graciously accept that and move on, because not always will you be able to find a source of your sadness unless like you go to therapy and do like all this stuff and talk to people, and but like alone, maybe sometimes you won't be able to pinpoint it, and that is okay. So the original aim of this video was to actually talk about the reason why I haven't posted, and that was one, the unexplained sadness. The second reason is because I've been feeling extremely insecure about my looks, like appearance in general, weight, my skin, which has been acting up recently, and also the content that I've been posting. I have been really insecure of the content that I've been posting, because I just feel like I always need to one-up my last work, because the last work that I did was the Shimla vlog, the travel vlog, and that has to be the best video that I've ever edited. Your reaction was insane to it. I loved reading all of y'all's comments, and I was just really happy that I was able to produce something like that. But then I came back to Delhi and normal life happened, and I was like, oh my god, what do I film now? How do I match up to that level of Shimla travel vlog or like something so awesome? And that's just been a very recurrent thing with me. I always try to one-up my work, or at least match up my work, and that's just not something that happens all the time. If you're a co-creator, or co-creator, if you're just someone who's always constantly looking for improvement, great trait, very good, but don't let it get to a point that it just hinders you from your process and your journey. This sounds so cliche, but I guess what I'm trying to say is this, that you know how people go to interviews and they're like, somebody asks, so what is your strength and your weakness? And someone's like, perfection is my weakness. And then that's seen as such a cliche answer, like, oh my god, I'm so perfect, that is my weakness. Literally, perfection is my weakness. Because you know what? There's a book that I read, a classic, finished reading it 6 months ago. I work on the book review script of it every single day. I haven't made a book review on that for 6 months. It's just a book. And I just, every night I feel like, no, there needs to be like better stuff in this video, because this is such a good book. My review is still not doing justice to it. Actually, in fact, filmed it once and then deleted all of the footage because I just felt like it was not perfect. Which is so bad, because that is a great book. Had I shared it 6 months ago, more people on the earth would have probably read it. I don't know, actually I don't know if you guys even like book reviews. Let me know that as well in the comments. Actually flood the comments, because I love your comments. That actually makes me really happy when I read the comments, and it just, you guys don't know how much comments mean to me. Like, if I'm having a bad day, I just read all of y'all's comments. But yes, we are digressing. What I'm trying to say is that I always try to one-up my work, which doesn't always work well for me. There are times like this 3 weeks in which one of the major factors why I didn't upload is because I was really insecure about my work. My skin, I've been talking about in the recent past, it's just been acting up. It has gotten better, but it's still not the same as last year. Last year my skin was flawless and I used to hate my body then. But I wish I could go back and tell my past self that you shouldn't hate your body. You're like beautiful. Also, connected to the whole feeling insecure about myself, when 2019 began, I had a steady increase in subscribers. This actually happened last year as well. My subscribers increased like this, and then there was a sudden dip, which didn't really get to me a lot because at that time YouTube wasn't really paying, and I was just like, chilling, I think. Here I wasn't even serious, but now I do this regularly. And when 2019 started, I had a steady growth again, and then my sister's wedding came up, and then exams came up, and like I think there was a 2-3 month gap in which I uploaded very irregularly, and that's when I saw an insane dip in my analytics, which really affected my earning, really affected how quickly my channel was growing, and that really got to me. But then I decided, you know what, I'm gonna, like, now I've taken this gap year, I gotta take this seriously, I gotta do like everything that I can to achieve my dream and all of that, and I did it. But then I think I got so overworked in it and so like too cutlet about it that I actually burnt out. I wouldn't exactly say that I was being my most, like I was tapping into my highest potential at that point either, because I know I could have managed my time well, but you know, doing things in the last moment and just, you know, working my ass off the whole night but not doing anything in the day, in that unhealthy kind of way, I was really working hard. And then I had a burnout, and then it resulted in these 3 weeks. And what happened is that I saw the same pattern on my Instagram. I know this sounds really shallow, and honestly, trust me, I never thought I would be saying this, but of late, like I think the second half of 2019, likes and engagement on Instagram have been mattering to me a lot. I used to read posts about likes don't define you and like social media is a lie and all of that stuff up until say the first half of 2019, and be like, hell yeah. I mean, who are these kids who are even falling for the fact that less likes means less confidence or like less good stuff about themselves? Like, don't fall for that shit. We all know less likes, fuck that, nobody cares about that. But I don't know what happened towards the second half of 2019, and this feeling has gotten very intense in the recent past, where I've just gotten really, I would say, attached, or I've just started measuring my self-worth according to what my Instagram engagement is like how many likes I'm getting, how many follows I'm getting, and all of that. And it just feels insane. I've come to realize in the past 24 hours, honestly, all the epiphanies I've had about this 3-week mental breakdown have been either last night or yesterday. So I just found a lot of things. I was just thinking about it constantly, and a lot of things came to my mind, so that's what I'm sharing. So yeah, this thought that I had that I have to always make each video better than the previous one, I realized yesterday that you guys just want to be a part of this journey. Yes, a lot of you are here for like all those cute montages and the storytelling and the travel and the info that I give you or the advice and all of that stuff. But a lot of you are just there to live this with me and just be a part of this journey. Also, let's talk about my hair. It's gotten a little oily today because I've just been touching my hair and wearing a beanie all day. I love beanies, they're perfect. Having a bad hair day, put a beanie. Bad haircut, put a beanie. Don't want to put in too much effort but still want to look rad, put a beanie. So that's why my hair's a little oily, but I really like this hair. I actually colored it, I think 4 days ago only, so it hasn't been that long. But I think me experimenting with my hair is more of like a reset button, and this time it really worked like a reset button because this is really different from anything I've ever had, and this looks also very nice. So it did actually end up working as a reset button, and I feel really happy. I wouldn't say fully confident, but I'm getting there. Okay, like I had my moment, I did this, feeling good, feeling powerful, feeling nice. And yeah, it worked as a reset button. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, find your reset button, press it, move on. You can do this. And the last thing that I want to say is this, that if you are say 4 to 5 years older than me, you might feel like there's nothing really wrong, and like, I mean, you might feel like something's wrong, but you might feel like I could like not worry so much about it, which I agree with, because I feel like that when like my teenager subscribers or like teenage siblings, cousins come and tell me their issues, and I'm just like, you are babies, you are still in diapers, why are you worrying about all this stuff? But another thing that I've realized over the past 3 weeks is this, that when you are in a moment, right, what you are facing, that magnitude is so personal that only you can judge it and comprehend it, you know. An example of this is when I was in 8th grade, I had a very strict geography teacher, insanely amazing teacher, teaches so beautifully, one of the best teachers, but I was shit scared of her, and I was also shit in geography, okay. And also I was a shit student in general, like I didn't give a fuck about school. I've just been fuck school all my life. But yeah, so I just like wouldn't do her homework, okay, after school or like till night, till the morning, the next day when we have to give it. I just wouldn't. But 30 minutes prior to like having her class, I would start shitting bricks. Like, I'm not kidding, I would start shitting bricks. And her being angry with me or punishing me or saying shit to me because I didn't do my homework, literally, I'm not kidding, felt like the end of the world. There have been times when I've thought of, I don't know if I should be saying this, but because I didn't do my homework, which now I think about it, I'm just like, are you okay? But yeah, as a 13-year-old or 12-year, I don't know how old I was then, that just felt like the end of the world. It really did. Everybody has different ways of reacting to stuff, coping with stuff, comprehending stuff that's happening. There are also people, teenagers even, not just old people, teenagers, people as young as 14, 15 who have seen so much shit in life and they still calm, composed, deal with it in a great way and grow up to be healthy individuals. So I think it's just a very individual people thing, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Just don't ever tell anyone that their problems are small or like what they are feeling and thinking is invalid, because that is just not helpful in the moment, you know? Okay, that's about it. Like this video if you related to any of it, send it to anyone who needs it, and pray that I'm gonna be more regular now. And now that I've uploaded this, it feels like a weight has been lifted off my shoulder and now I can vlog and be normal and just not have to address the 3-week absence I had. But that being said, that is my video. I also did a lot of heavy makeup, so appreciate it. Probably will be posting photographs on Instagram, so follow me there because it literally matters to me. Okay, and subscribe.
East and the west, I'm racking up on my bread, power on me, I'm feeling just like a Tesla. Too much tree, the smoke is making my chest hurt. Girl on me, I'm thinking I should've rest her. Hey, I'm thinking I should've rest all night long. She putting me